Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Nosh's Quest to Gold. Now, I am Nosh, I am the red Protoss player down at the bottom right hand side of this map that I despise, that I always forget the name of. And if you watched the video before this, you will see me asking Bozzik, my blue opponent, did we not just play Sticky Outy Tonguey Face? And yes, in fact we did. Much like a couple of other games I'm showing you, this was the second ever time I played an opponent straight after. Like, I queued him, got him in the ladder, queued again, got the same guy in the ladder. I did just beat him there with a 3-gate robo, and you're going to see, you might have seen my little click here, you're going to see that I'm placing my pylon, I'm sending out my scout. You're going to see how I react after beating this opponent the first time around. Now, Bozzik is heading straight out as well with his probe. He's not, waiting around. I did give him ample time to respond. If we have a look at the message log quite quickly, did we not just play? I did give him ample time to respond to that, and he has decided to say nothing because, he sucks. So, a nice little love heart, a good luck, and a have fun. Actually, something I want to mention there while I'm playing with my kinetic powered torch, you notice my probe came down this side of the map, whereas it's also the side his came down. Now, if you send your probe straight to your opponent's base, if you are working along here and you just click the minimap like I'm pointing at right now, your probe will move down the right hand side of the map where I'm pointing now. And because of that, you won't see his probe coming at your map. So if you send it down the other side, you can see if they're scouting as early as you are, you could possibly catch a cannon rush, something like that. So that's always worth doing. I would also recommend grabbing the towers like I blatantly didn't here. But anyway, moving swiftly on. So I'm making a nice little job of pathing around the gas geysers, making sure what my opponent is doing, working out when he's doing it, that kind of thing. Him himself, I don't actually know what he's doing. I don't know where he went. Okay. So he came, scouted up here, is now scouting down here, and has not came into my base at all. That's kind of strange, but anyway, we'll just move swiftly past that and pretend that he's amazing, and I'm amazing for beating him in the last game. Spoilers. Now, still dancing around the map, I'm still, drawing little patterns. I've actually just stopped as I say that. I'm checking the gas timings, I'm checking to see that nothing fishy's coming on at the front. It's a little bit of a wall off here. I'm not too fond of this pylon positioning, unless we see another one later on to power these, just because, stalkers coming up the ramp or zealots or something. If we take this out, then he has his unpowered gateway and things like that. I try and, at least if I'm continuing them together, as you can just see now, thank you past Nosh, I can try and put just a couple of pylons down together. I do occasionally have one at the front, or if I'm walling off against Zerg, have one here or one here so that I can warp onto the lower ground. But I do like to have a couple of pylons powering my buildings, especially gateways. I mean, once you've got your warp gate research out of your cyber core, I usually don't use it. I don't go for air altogether that much. I sometimes get hallucinate, but if you lose the power to that, that's not so bad. But if you're going to lose the power to your gateways, you don't want to be losing your power to your gateways. Anyway, moving on. I am still running around here in this base. I am still able to see that my opponent has got 2 gas geysers up. He has 2 assimilators, I'm going to call them, because I know what they're called, up. Me, on the other hand, I'm playing the Cocker Spaniel build, where I've snuck out of his base. I haven't spotted this though. See this sneaky little proxy pylon? The first deviation, well, it's actually the second deviation in my opponent's build. The first time around, he did not place a proxy pylon. He didn't double gas either, and you might have just noticed in the base right now that I've left, he's dropped his Twilight Council. Now, I don't know anything about this Twilight Council. I haven't scouted it. I am pushing forward with this stalker I just selected to see what I can see. Gotta poke up the ramp, see if there's anything new. I'm gonna get, shooed away by that stalker. I should have pushed in a little bit more. I could have at least wandered around. That's something I regret. I do wish I had gone in with that stalker, had a little bit of a look around. As you can see, my forward pylon is in the same place, and boom, the exact same build. Now, I don't know about you, but if I faced one thing the first time around, I think I'd be a little more prepared for it the second time around. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but anyways, I have 3 gateways, which are now 3 warp gates, and as you see, they have just warped in 3 stalkers. My robo is getting close to being finished. I do have another 2 stalkers here, a grand total of 5 stalkers for me, and another forward pylon going down. I also have this, oh, it'll be 6 stalkers. Let's actually press the units tab and not make myself look like a fool. So at the moment we're looking at 6 stalkers versus 3 stalkers and 2 zealots. It's actually quite an even battle. I'm going to go back to production now. Oh dear, Blue, my good friend Bozzik, has just planted his dark shrine. He hasn't put it, say, as far back as he could. This could be like here or something, but it's not looking too good for me. But anyway, I've got another 2-3 zealots coming in. I'm starting my little push. I've got my tanks at the front, as I like to always say, and my stalkers at the back. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to repel this. Not going to be able to win here. There's just too much going on. I see that he has the high ground, he has the advantage, so I'm pulling back. I'm going to wait for the reinforcements that you just see me warping in now. That's another 3 stalkers for the range, plus my immortal just now. That gives me quite a nice army comp. I've actually got a bigger supply of army than my good friend, but as you can see, the tides will be turning very soon with this dark shrine coming in. So I'm making my push again for an actual 4-gate or a 3-gate robo push. It is a little bit late. I would like to see myself run up the ramp a little bit sooner than this. The dark shrine just finished there. With the high ground vision I have, my zealots are now dead, so I have to run up, and I don't see this warping in. So there we go. This is the battle being turned. I'm doing all right, but the damage that this one Templar is putting out is just destroying all my stuff. I've realized quite quickly that everything's dying, and it shouldn't be dying as much as it is. Pull back my zealots, pull back everything else, pull back this immortal Nosh, pull it back, there we go. I'm running far and fast away. Now at this point I have realized what's going on. I fully expect bozziks to reinforce up here, catch these units at the top half of the base. Oh, he already has, here you go, DTs in my base, killing all my probes. Wasn't expecting DTs, I say. Yep, definitely wasn't expecting DTs. So, chrono boosting out, my first observer. Now this is essential, I need this out straight away, but the problem is, because of my proxy robo, it's far. It's really far. The distance that has to travel before I can actually get the observed data, before I can detect what's going on, it's quite a distance, and at the moment I need to pull these down towards the observer. I need to pull the observer up towards these. At the moment I'm losing too many probes for one. I'm losing too many units in total. This is just terrible gameplay for me. I should have tried to separate off, but at this point I don't have money for one. There's a DT killing my base for 2. So I'm just grabbing all of my stuff, which to be honest isn't a lot. Let's have a look at the units and you'll see just how it isn't a lot I've got. Grabbing all of my stuff, no, that's him. 10 probes, 1 observer, 5 zealots, 1 stalker is my massive army size. I've lost my immortals, I've lost pretty much everything I have. So down here now with my observer, I've decided to go all out and kill his base. At the same time, he is down in my base, just hanging out, idling, not doing anything. Eventually he's going to move to kill my base. This isn't good. So there we go, we're unpowering his buildings, we're making our way along now. I would like to see myself go straight into the mineral line. His probes are now coming out. They're actually attacking my units, so I really need to pull that stalker out of there. I do have an immortal in now that's just shooting buildings, but he's going to be in a world of trouble once that DT gets up here. Thankfully my observer does spot him, and my immortal is, you know, able to see that, so we are going to be able to kill this DT and this zealot, but not before my immortal loses half of its actual health, which is bad. It's just straight out and out bad. Bozzik has loads of money at this point. If he has any probes, he should sneak them away and build himself a nexus somewhere backdoorish and wonderful. At the same time, my whole base, my whole fucking base, as good friend DJ would say, my whole fucking base has been destroyed. And in terms of Bozzik's vision, he's about to see me be revealed. He's about to see my last 4 buildings. Not good at all. Another Dark Templar comes rushing in, and for some reason I'm just all for letting this immortal die. Thankfully, at the last second, I pull him away. Keep microing him, Nosh. There we go. Thankfully, at the last second, I'm pulling him away, but Bozzik still has a base at the same time as well. He knows where he needs to be. He needs to be down here with a massive force that I just have no chance of defending. Now I realize myself that I've been revealed. I realize that all I can do is defend what I have left. So I have to make this last little push down here. I'm bringing out another observer with what little money I have. to try and, you know, make sure that if something bad happens to my first observer, I guess, even though he won't ever be able to see it, that, you know, I don't know, I double observer powers. Unfortunately, the amount of DTs, regardless whether you can see them or not, push out incredible amounts of damage, and all I can do with my one remaining unit is watch as bozzik kills my base. Very well played by bozzik here. It was very well timed of him to put down his Twilight Council after I'd left his base for a scout. It was a little bit unfortunate that I didn't run my first stalker all the way in to see if anything had changed after I moved my drone scout out. And again, as good as your proxy robo can be all the way down here, if you do encounter a DT rush like I just did, having your observer spawn so far away from your base and only working out this DT when they're killing your base is it's just too much. I hope you enjoyed this game, guys. I look very much forward to hearing any feedback or just receiving any comments on anything at all. Until the next time I see you, have a very good time. Nosh out.